Hey guys, this is Dr. Michael Young. In this introductory video, I'm going to talk about a little bit of the expectations and lay some of the ground rules for our course, BA 465 International Management. So we're starting off here. If you go to your Moodle page, you should see something about like this. This is some information about me. I'm going to be on campus this semester, Monday and Wednesday. I have one class at 9:30, so I'm going to have a half an hour before that class so that you can meet with me. Class ends at 10:45. Swing by then before I go to lunch. And then I have another class at 12:45. Okay, so I'm sorry, another class at 1 o'clock. So you can catch me at 12:45 right before that class or after that class. So Monday, Wednesday, basically, I'm going to be on campus. Swing by the office and see if I'm there. Let me talk a little bit about my background. I happen to be a graduate of Buffalo High School, Putnam County. I don't know if we have any other Putnam County people here. Typically, we have at least one or two people from Putnam County in one of our classes. By the way, as of right now, we have 8 people signed up for our class. Now this might change, so if you go here, I've created a little thing here, class participants. These are all of the people. If you want to know who your classmates are, we got Logan, we got Haley, we got Colston, we got Trevor, we got Bethany, we got Chance, we got Savannah, we got Nathan. Right? So shout out to all of you. And if you want to reach each other, you know these are the people that are in the class. It might change. We might have some people add. We might have some people drop. If so, I'll change that up here. Talk a little bit about my background. If you go and open up this link here to my curriculum vitae. Whoops, a little bit too big. Yeah, you can see I graduated from Buffalo High School and went to West Virginia State University, believe it or not, 1982 to 1986. Graduated in 86 with a bachelor's degree in economics and worked for a while. Charleston National Bank at the time. It's downtown Charleston. It's the Chase building now. And I also worked up at the State House for a while for Department of Employment Security. It's right there on the Capitol grounds. Did my master's degree at UConn, Storrs, Connecticut. Also studied economics. Came back and taught at West Virginia State for 3 years. Taught economics courses. And then I went back and did my PhD. Got a PhD in strategic management. And sorry about that, I got a text. So, yeah, did my PhD in strategic management. Then I moved to Hong Kong. And I lived in Hong Kong from 1998, late 1998 until 2017. I came back and last job I had before I came to State last year, by the way, this is my second year in State as a teacher. I was at Appalachian State University in Boone, North Carolina. I was there for 4 years. Okay. So, if you're interested in any of my research, which I don't expect you to be, but it just so happens that I happen to be very, very interested in Chinese management. It's my main area of research. Occasionally I have references to this stuff, and we may use some of my cases in this class. So this is my research here. I'm a very active researcher in Chinese management in the area, particularly of corporate governance. And I've written several cases. I've chaired a couple of dissertations. Yeah, these are my conference presentations. This is all the stuff that makes a person, that this is what professors do, basically. These are the courses I've taught. I've taught lots of different courses. This semester I'm teaching, in addition to the international management, I'm teaching organizational behavior, international finance, and another 301, which is an introduction to organization and management. So, right. Also, I'm traveled to about every province of China, and I can speak basic Chinese. So if you have any friends, any Chinese friends, send them my way, because I'd like to practice to try to keep from getting too rusty. So if we close that out, and we go into our course syllabus, this is what you're interested in. Gotta make this a little bit bigger. That's too small. There, I believe we can see that now. Let's jump down here to the good stuff. This is just talking about what we are, or what is international management. Now, every other week, starting with the first week, we are going to have a graded discussion. And on the weeks that we don't have a graded discussion, we are going to do a quiz. So our first week, all of this is going to be due on Sunday, which for the first week is the 21st. Our first discussion is going to be due. We're also going to have a SMART discussion due, SMART book reading assignment. This is the first time I've done this, but there's a link on the Moodle page that's going to take you to McGraw-Hill Connect, who's the publisher of our textbook. Our textbook, by the way, is... here it is. This is the textbook. Charles Hill is the main author. This is International Business. Right? So you can get that at the bookstore, and make sure you get the McGraw-Hill Connect passcode, or however that works. I'm not sure how that works because I've never had to do it. But each week you're going to have one of those SMART book assignments due. So, and then we also have 2 exams. We've got a midterm exam and a final exam. Each of those are worth 200 points. Total points possible is 1,000. This is the grading scale. I think it's pretty straightforward. Let's talk about each of these. SMART book reading assignments, we've got 14 of those. One for each of the chapters. We have 14 chapters. Each one is worth 10 points. It comes out to 140 points. Now, I went in and I tried to make those things so that they should only take about a half hour. 30 minutes to an hour is about how long each one should take. You got to do one of those. You know how you do it. You click on the link. It takes you to the assignment. You answer the questions as you go along. And once you get the questions right, it'll let you progress forward. They call that a SMART book reading assignment in McGraw-Hill Connect. Each of the chapters also has an applied activities assignment, but these are not graded. The applied activities assignments are, well, I guess you could say you do them on your own. I can see who's done them and who has not done them, but you won't receive a formal grade. It won't affect your grade in any way, just part of your participation grade maybe. If you go in there and do it, then I can see you've tried it, and it looks good to at least have tried. The discussions, you know how this works. You do at least 2 responses for each of the discussions. You do the initial response, and then you also reply to somebody else's. So the quizzes, each quiz is going to be worth 40 points, consists of 40 questions, and you have 45 minutes to do it. They're randomly generated and coming in every 2 chapters. So the first one is going to be after the second chapter. The second one is going to be after the 4th chapter. Third one is going to be after the 6th chapter, and so on. The exams, those are going to be essay questions. You will also do those online. Each exam is going to be, right now I don't know, I may change my mind. I did this last semester. Probably have 8 questions, and you'll have 2 hours, so 30 minutes for each question. All right. So let's close this out. Next thing I want to talk about, Oh, by the way, if you're interested, this is the course schedule. It shows you when everything is due. So our first assignment, you've got a smart book reading assignment, which is the first chapter. Then you have the first graded discussion, which is due on Sunday. Then chapter 2, chapter 3, etc., etc. You go all the way down here until you have the final exam. Final exam is going to be needed to be completed by Sunday, December the 4th. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. If you have any questions, let me know. Alright, moving on down here, we have the discussion grading rubric. It tells you how the grades are determined for the discussions. Other things, policies, library, use smart thinking. Now, let's see, this should work. Let's see, I hope it works. Right, so it's gone. You go into this, and you should see the McGraw-Hill Connect. Now, let's make this the student view. This is what you should see when you open that up. So your first assignment you can see is due as August 21st. Now, this is the, what do they call it? The application activity. No grade is going to be put on that. So that's just every other, every module. Two things really. You got the Smart Book reading assignment, which is graded, is worth 10 points. And then you've got the application thing, right? So as you go down here, for our first week, each module, you're going to have a little introduction. So if you click on this first one, Michael's Introduction to Topic 1, I've recorded a little video. Now, I did this last semester, and I just reposted them again this semester out of laziness. I'll admit it. I didn't see any need to do it again. So I might be talking something about snow or whatever, but if you look outside and it's not snowing, you know that this was a video that I made back in the winter semester. So let's click on this one and hopefully it'll work.
Hey guys.
There you go.
Guys.
See?
This is Dr. Michael Young again.
This
is our first lesson.
And then you got the reading assignment. These are the PowerPoint files, supplemental stuff. This is our first graded discussion. First one, has globalization been good for West Virginia? Alright, this is the link to the McGraw-Hill Connect thing. So you'll go into the McGraw-Hill Connect to do the Smart Book reading assignment. So for the first module, you do the Smart Book reading assignment number 1. You click on that link. It should take you to the portal, to the window where you can get into the McGraw-Hill Connect from Moodle. Second one, again, we have Michael's Introduction to Topic 2, same layout, and this time we have a non-graded discussion, but we also have, instead of a discussion grade, we have our first quiz. And this is going to cover chapters 1 and 2. Click on that, and you should have 45 minutes. You'll have 40 questions, and it's worth 40 points. 1 point for each question, right? So let's go back. For the next module, Module 3, same thing. Michael's little recorded introduction to the topic. We've got the graded discussion number 2. This takes us to the McGraw-Hill Connect. And so you can see the pattern. You go on down. Next one we have a quiz, chapters 3 and 4. Then we have a discussion. In each one of these, again, you have the link to the McGraw-Hill, so you'll do the Smart Book reading. Then a quiz. Then graded discussion 4. Then a quiz. Graded discussion. Oh, no. This one now, on the week of 10th to the 16th, is when we'll do our midterm exam. Right? Then a quiz. And notice the topics. Here we're talking about the international monetary system. Here we're talking about global capital markets. Here we're talking about actual strategies of international business. Here we're talking about the organization of international business. And then, oh, yes, Thanksgiving holiday. All right. So that's the last actual thing we do. Then we go into our final exam. Last thing we have is the final exam, right? So, yeah, let me see if you have any questions. If you have any questions, just let me know. Let's make this a great semester. Talk to you later.